Grace Fulfer, and welcome to my OCHIN Internship presentation for EGR 3V95. This is a position I started back in August, and I still currently have. I've had it throughout the school year as it is a virtual position. So a little bit about what we're going to be going over today, the agenda. I'm going to tell you about the company, then more specifically my team, some technical skills I learned, as well as professional development, and then what I learned going forward that I'm going to be able to take into my future career. Alright, so a little bit about the company. It's a nonprofit healthcare innovation center. It's almost entirely virtual, and it was founded in Portland, Oregon about 23 years ago. We just had our 20th anniversary a couple years ago. Currently we just hit the landmark of over 1,000 employees. 61% are women, 39% are men, which is very welcome as a female engineer because it's a very male-dominated industry. We currently service 5 million plus patients, 25,000 plus care providers, with 1,000 plus care delivery sites in over 40 states. And yes, Texas is included in one of those 40. All right, so just a little bit more about the company. Our mission is providing knowledge solutions to drive health equity, and our vision is well-being and health for everyone. We have 4 core values which were present in my team, and those were learning, heart, belonging, and impact. The company fosters a sense of learning. I felt like I could always go to my supervisor with any question, and there was always learning experiences. I felt like everyone had a passion for what they were doing, and I belonged to the team, and the impact we were making was bigger than just the engineering team and ourselves. All right, so a little bit about my team and kind of the flow of the company. So we had our main supervisor, then the engineering unit, and then within the engineering unit, we had the workflow engineering team, which is what I was a part of. Then that team was divided off into 2 branches, ambulatory care and acute care. I was part of acute care, which means it's patients in constant care in a medical facility, rather than like a non-medical, like a nursing home situation. On my team, it kind of ebbed and flowed a little bit. We had some senior engineers who were able to retire, but it was anywhere between 5 and 10 workflow engineers, as well as 2 other interns. We were also able to work with nurses who are out in the field to validate the workflows we created, as well as collaborate with Epic. All right, so my role, and this is some terminology we use in the company, was to OCHINize workflows from Mother Epic. So essentially, I took all the workflow processes, pulled them from the Epic website, and put them in our OCHIN standard format. I was able to collaborate with my supervisor and team to not only learn what the standards were, but confirm that I had the standards correct, as well as create new standards when we had something new from Epic that none of us had ever seen before. We had weekly workflow engineer meetings every Monday, and that was just to kind of check in with the team and set goals for the week, as well as bi-weekly meetings with the nurse practitioners in the field to ask questions and confirm and validate the workflows that we've been working on. We used Epic software then to validate the workflows, so we confirmed that everything we pulled would work, and we were able to make a fake patient kind of profile and check that our steps were all correct and that anyone in the field would be able to use it, and it would just ease of use, super clear. And then I began working up to about 20 hours a week last fall, and now I'm working about 7 to 10 hours a week currently. All right, so some technical skills I learned. Number 1, first and foremost, Visio. I had a little bit of experience with that in one of my last internships, but this is the main program we use. I learned tips and tricks, ways to make it quicker, ways to make it easier, and different standards, and I do call myself a Visio professional now with all the experience I have. Then we took those workflows from Visio and we uploaded them to Smartsheet, which is like Google Worksheets meets Excel kind of, so it was like live, everyone had access to it, and we had all our progress bars, much like the rail we use in senior design. We also used Epic, and that's where we got the original workflows from, and then Microsoft Teams, that's pretty standard in every company. We use that to communicate, set up meetings, and so forth. All right, so let's talk about professional development. There was a huge learning curve with virtual work because the past 2 internships I had were in person, so it was easy. You had a question, you just went to your supervisor's desk. But this, you had to set up a meeting, send an email, and work with people across 3 different time zones. So that kind of goes into the time management portion. I was managing academics as well as a job, and half of our team was on Pacific time, part of it was on Central time, part of it was on the East Coast, so trying to schedule a meeting when everyone was free was quite difficult, but we worked with it. This is also my first medical-related internship. I have experience in manufacturing engineering, but this is the first time I got to kind of step foot into the medical field. One of my biggest highlights was just how supportive the team was. Quick anecdote about that. We had a new workflow engineer come onto the team with 20 plus years of experience. That was quite daunting to me because that's more than how many years old I am, but we were both learning alongside each other, so it was really cool to see how we were able to support each other in our roles. The low was definitely a full schedule of school and trying to maintain that and all the meetings and get my working hours in. So time management and organization are serious things I was able to develop over this internship. So what I learned, again, I'm able to manage academics and work. In the future, I'd love to do something with management and process. I found that I have a passion for that. And other strengths I have are being flexible, because you just have to go with the flow when everyone's in a different time zone. And you have to be organized to make sure you make it to all your meetings and you get all your workflows submitted in time per our Monday meetings. So moving forward, maybe I would want like a more business management related career or process engineer role, because I found I really had a passion for that overhead view of the process and organizing and validating that. All right, thank you. That's my presentation. Hope you have a good day.